Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video. And on JP, we got some news that Dokkanfest Pan is coming out as the next Dokkanfest. So what I want to do in this video is talk about who are some possible units that could get EZAs during the celebration. So I've kind of put aside a little batch of units here that I think any of these are viable options, I think, for an EZA during this type of celebration. Now, the celebration, obviously, because Pan is the Dokkan Fest, I think will be a GT themed celebration. I do lean more towards it being like a Baby Saga style, not like Shadow Dragons. So I do have Oceanus on here as just a possibility to EZA, but I think she's less likely because I don't think it's going to have anything to do with Shadow Dragons. I think it's more likely it's going to be like Pan, Kid Goku, Trunks, and like baby units. That's what I'm thinking. So what I think are the most likely options to EZA, I think it's highly likely that this Goku, Trunks, and Pan LR EZAs, and then I think it's really likely that this physical Pan EZAs as well. Now, on the extreme side of things, I think this AGL Baby has a really high chance to EZA, and the thing is this Baby and this GT Trio both came out during the 4th year anniversary on the same banner, or like the same time. So I think that they could kind of go as like a package together, right? And then I do think that this Int Super Baby 2 could also EZA, especially if they're leaning towards Baby. And what I think this could be is this GT Pan setup could be, this like Dokkan Fest could be set up for worldwide, which in the past, there have been years where the Dokkan Fest right before worldwide determined what that celebration was. Now, the exception I think was last year because I think we had Super Vegeta, so we thought it was going to be Cell Saga, but then it ended up being Namek Saga. So it's not, it's not a guarantee, right? So even though we have GT Pan, I know a lot of people are thinking GT for worldwide. That doesn't guarantee anything. But if they did say wanted to do a GT and have Baby as part of the Dual Dokkan Fest, I think getting this Super Baby 2 and this Baby EZA'd before that celebration is like exactly what a Dokkan Fest Baby would need to help him out. So I think there's a pretty good chance those could EZA here, or they could save those for that Baby celebration if that indeed is what is going to happen, right? Now, some other options here, if they do decide to do this in Super Baby 2, I believe his counterpart is this Super Saiyan 3 graded Goku. So I think this guy is an EZA that people have been waiting for a long time. I think this guy is due. I think it's his time. So I think he is also highly likely to get an EZA during the celebration. The reason why this guy is so anticipated is he's a support unit. Like right now his passive is so basic. It's literally allies attack 33%. So he could go, allies. He could just be all allies 33% attack, and then it could be like GT heroes could get 33% defense and 3 key, or they could just give him an all allies attack and defense 33%, or maybe they just go all allies attack and defense 40%, something like that, with obviously giving him stats and something a little bit more interesting to his kit. The other reason why this guy is significant, he's got the Saiyan Roar link. And that Saiyan Roar link we know is really good with these Super Saiyan 4 units. So he's going to meld in really nicely with the LR Super Saiyan 4s, the EZA ones, and the Dokkan Fest from the 7 year. Like all those, they've all got Saiyan Roar. So that's a huge link for that guy. So for him to get an EZA, that could be quite huge, right? Now, there are some other just side units here that probably are less likely, but I just threw them out because they're GT. So I think like this Rildo has an off chance, but he's actually like a newer awakening, so they might wait a little bit to EZA him because he's actually like pretty decent now, right? And then I think this GT Frieza and this GT Cell, I just threw them on here because they're GT. I'm pretty sure they're from the Super 17 saga, so they're probably not going to EZA here. I think they're more likely during some celebration that has to do with Super 17, but because it potentially is just GT in general, you never know with those guys, right? I think Bola here has a chance for sure. I think the Para brothers, even though they're a newer free-to-play unit, they could certainly EZA, and I know they appear pretty early in Dragon Ball GT, so they definitely have a possibility as well. And then I think actually a decent chance would be any of these GT Gokus or Trunkses. So we've got this STR Trunks and we've got this AGL Trunks. And I think either of those would have a chance. Now this AGL Trunks I think awakened a little bit later. So if they were going to pick one, I think it would be this Trunks. But I think they could definitely do them both as like a pair. So those are easy possibilities. And then I already pointed out this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But there's also an AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku that still needs an EZA. And then this Super Saiyan 2 Goku still needs an EZA, and then there's actually a base Kid Goku here. I would actually be pretty excited for this guy to get an EZA, just because there aren't a lot of base form Gokus in the game that are good. So to get this base form GT Goku would be a really nice one, because you know you could link him up with other GT Gokus. Does he have Saiyan Roar also? No, he does not. I didn't think he did. It's pretty much like the Great Ape units that have Saiyan Roar. So, but still another good GT unit that could EZA. So there are some possibilities. Now I do have some wild cards here, and these wild cards, I think there's definitely a shot they could EZA. So I predict that this could be the celebration where they finally break the seal on the 50% supports. So these 50% supports have not yet gotten EZAs. And they're getting to the point where they're pretty outdated. They just offensively, defensively can't hold up even as a support unit. And they are only supporting for a typing, right? So what I think they could do with these is, so like this Pan right here, right? She's an AGL attack and defense 50%. I think one option could be is the new Dokkanfest Pan is also AGL, and they like EZA this person to be like a good like partner to that unit. But what I think they might do with these 50% supports, they would either like make them like 60% supports for typing, or what I think they could do is they could leave it attack and defense 50%, but then do like a typing plus a category. So what if they did this Pan was AGL type or Dragon Ball Seekers or GT Heroes or Youth, something like that, and give them key 3 attack and defense 50. That could be really cool. If they want to make it really busted, they could do AGL type and a category. And so when they use that and in the wording instead of or, it means that the support would stack. So what if they did AGL type and GT Hero? Then basically your AGL GT Heroes would get 100% support. I think that would be a little bit too busted, but that would be pretty crazy. Now, if they do decide to EZA this Pan, they're probably going to have to put out some type of banner or add the 50% supports to the general pool. I'm not sure what they would do, but they got to make these units more accessible, right? Now, the other one would be this Rildo, right? And this Rildo would be a really great partner for LR Super Baby if he gets an EZA. So giving both of these guys an EZA right away would really help out the extreme side. So I predict at some point they've got to break the seal. I think this could be a chance where they could really take advantage of that and finally start EZAing the 50% supports. We'll have to wait and see. Now, my other pick on here is this guy. Now, you might think this guy's a weird pick because he has nothing to do with GT, but typically during a celebration, they'll do one Dokkanfest EZA. And the Dokkanfest EZA isn't always directly related to the celebration. They might have something in relation, maybe a category or something, but I think this Kid Goku would actually fit well here. One, because there's also Kid Goku in GT, but this guy is like a youth leader, and so the new Pan could be a youth, character. So they would work together on the same team, but Pan is like youth in Dragon Ball Seekers, and this guy is also youth in Dragon Ball Seekers. So they're going to share categories in common. So it would make sense to me that this guy could EZA and possibly be like really good on Pan's team. So I think that is actually probably one of the more likely Dokkanfests that could EZA here. I would have to look at it more, but I don't think there are any like directly GT related Dokkanfests that would be up for an EZA at this time. So I really, really think that for Dokkanfest wise, that Kid Goku actually could work. And the other reason why he might be a good slot in here is Dokkan hasn't really shown that they want to do a full-out Dragon Ball celebration. Like, they really haven't done it. This guy obviously got his Dokkanfest, but there really wasn't much there in terms of Dragon Ball. They kind of relegate Dragon Ball to World Tournament. So if they're never going to give Dragon Ball a proper celebration, what better way to get this guy in than throw him in on this Pan celebration? So I think this is actually a really, really good spot for him. So I actually think this guy's highly likely to EZA for the Dokkanfest slot. If they're going to EZA Dokkanfest, I think it's going to be that guy. So anyways, guys, there you go. Those are my picks for units that can EZA. Once again, I think this one is really, really insanely likely, and I think this one's really likely. And then I would say this guy's probably next. Those are my top 3 super class. I think this guy on the extreme side, and then this guy on the extreme side are the most likely. And then I think this guy's my Dokkanfest pick right here. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, disagree. How hype are you for the celebration? I'm actually pretty hyped for it. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.